to a how-to demonstration to create a parent point for LifePoint kids using Mailchimp. Um, this demonstration that I'm going to show you is one of the hardest that we do as far as our Mailchimp communication goes to our different teams, because we send this out weekly to life group leaders, LifePoint kids parents, student parents, leaders. And so we use MailChimp for a lot. And what I thought was during the training, I'd show you maybe one of the hardest to do first. And that way, if you do more in the future, it'll be much easier. So to start everything off, you're looking at the screen, and right now when you log in, you will see something like this when you get into MailChimp, and you'll have a login. And of course, this is my login, and it says welcome back, Mark. You can see over here, you've got like your main dashboard, which is where we are right now. It's got create, so you can create a new MailChimp, or it has audience. And an audience is basically just a group that we've already loaded that you're going to send this MailChimp campaign to. Is what the software calls it, is a campaign, but honestly it's just a really good, professional, nice looking email that people get every week. So the campaigns are right here. Those are all the different campaigns that go out to our entire church, and so you'll see a lot of options when you click on that. You pick the audience that you want, and one of the nice things too is that we do have some templates which you can use here when you go to create. But the way that I'm going to set it up to whoever is doing these for the Westerville campus is going to be, I will have those all ready for you, and you'll just be able to recreate, basically copy one that's already existing and then just edit it each week. That is what you will do. You'll just update content each week, but you won't have to do a whole lot of creation. And that should help make things easier. So what we'll do is we'll kind of dive into this first one, and we are going to send out a MailChimp campaign, which, like I said, is just really an email to our juniors and our littles parents in the Westerville campus. So when you click on your audience, or you click on your campaigns, which again are emails, and it goes through all the different campaigns that we have, the ones that have been sent out, and all the different folders are on this page, and you can kind of play and look through that just to familiarize yourself with things. But what I'm going to do is just show you how to pick the correct audience. So you'll click here on audiences, and then you have the Lewis Center campus, some Delaware, and then you have the Westerville campus communication that goes out. And what we're going to do today, like I said, is probably our hardest one to create, which is our LPK parent point for juniors and littles. So what we're going to do is click on that, because that's the audience that we want to send to. And you can see right here, there's 54 parents that gets sent to. Click on that, opens up, and then once you've clicked on your audience, you have the most recent kind of campaigns that have gone out or have been adjusted for those types of audiences. And so this is actually the one we want right here. So this is copy number 4, and I have already started the editing process just to make things easy. But what you'll do is find your last one that you had sent out just for future reference. And this is the beautiful thing where I said you're not going to be creating content, you're just going to be updating it. You click over here, and of course you can edit these, which we will do in just a second. But when you send a new one out for the next week, you click over here on the arrow, and then it goes replicate. Click that, and then it'll say LifePoint Westerville LPW Juniors and Littles, and then it'll say copy number 5. And then you can start editing it for next week. So, and then all you'll do is just adjust that content each week. So this is the one, and I have already gotten this content adjusted, and so I'm going to click on it and we'll open. So here is what it'll look like when you're getting ready to edit a campaign. One of the nice things is you don't have to mess with this. This automatically gets updated by staff, so this number will grow as we grow. You'll never really have to mess with that because that's all done by us. This will come from me as the family ministries pastor to our campus. And then one thing that we do, and this is important, is each week we try to slightly change the subject lines for these parent points. So the reason why is because if these stay the same every week, not only do parents kind of start to ignore them, but spam filters will pick it up, and it'll start going to junk mail in people's computers. So if we just edit the subject line each week and do something new, which I've already done, then it will not go to people's spams, and you can just make it real short and sweet, something that grabs parents' attention. This will be one of the things that you create on your own, just something fun that says, hey, new and juniors this month, or fun stuff, check it out. Just little things that'll grab parents' attention, make them want to open it up and click. These are called parent points. So every now and then I would put in the subject line parent points, parent update, and so forth. So this one, it says new this month, fun things in preschool for the entire month. We save that, and I've already adjusted and edited that, so we're in great shape as far as that goes for this week. Pretty simple so far. So now what we want to do is the more hard part is edit the content. So we're going to click on edit design, and the look of this will always be the same, which is kind of nice. So we'll go through on how to edit content, and like I said, this juniors and littles is one of the harder ones, and you will see why here in just a moment. So this is our LifePoint Kids creative template, which is really nice, looks great. These are some of our family principles that we put out. Modeling is how do we model things as parents, meeting intentionally with our kids, just a fun way to do it. Moments, creating moments, like intentionally investing in our kids in small ways. And then milestones are those big events that they'll experience throughout their life that we just want to highlight or encourage families to be a part of. So they get this email every week, and it looks really nice, but one of the hard parts is we try to put our curriculum in these emails that we've already created that look so good. So how do we do that? Well, what I'll do is I will send you an email that has a different link each week, and it will look like this. So I am going to just move this out of the way for a second and pull this up so you can see. X out of this really quick. Okay, so this is what you'll get, these for the whole month: week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. So this gives you the content that you're going to put in the updated parent email. So what you'll do is you'll click on this link. So you'll open this on your computer, click that link, and then that link will take you to this that I already have pulled up. So the nice thing about our curriculum is they actually kind of create this to make it easy for churches. So all they have to do is plug and play in their Mailchimp. Unfortunately for us, it doesn't fit our family vision, and so we've created that family template. And so what we want to do is take the content from this and put it in ours. So right now we have 2 campaigns opened up at the same time. And what we do is we'll go to our campaign, and so the week that we have, you'll have the memory verse and you'll have the content. And what you do is you'll literally come over to this campaign. So I'm just going to click on this so you know how to edit. So we'll click on this, and then it gives you this editing option here with all the different things. And what we'll do is the way that I got this all set up is I went over to the curriculum's Mailchimp that you have the link for, and then I did the same thing. This is a little bit different because they have the columns, so you'll see it's column 1, column 2. Column 1 is over here, and this is column 2. And so click on column 1, and then what I did was I actually went through here and I copied that, and then I went over to my template, and then I clicked on it, and then I went over here, and then I just clicked paste. And that gave me the content for modeling this week. And I always put this little just kind of thing that says memory verse, just so parents know this is their memory verse, and that usually stays the same the whole month. So the only stuff that really changes is say this and remember this. And this is just something that families can do on car rides or at dinner time, just to reinforce what they're learning on Sunday. So then you come down here to meeting. And so we want to use the meeting, and what we do is a meeting is like an intentional time where we, like, outside of meals or whatever, that we want to do consistently. And so the curriculum kind of gives you a really nice meeting, and this is morning time, and it has this little thing. And so what I did for this was I just went again to that original email, and this was actually in column 2. So I'll click over here on the column 2, and you can kind of play with this, but you shouldn't need to, but you can adjust styles and settings and add pictures, and we may do some of that, and I'll also help with big event editing, but this will be like the weekly changing that you'll probably be doing every week. And so anyway, column 2 is right here, and so I will highlight that, copy it, and then I went over here and went to my next column in meetings, clicked on it, edit it, and then I just pasted, boom, and that gave me my content for meeting. So now I'm all updated with the new memory, or with the new fun thing to do for modeling, and the new content for meeting. And then this right here is just something to intrigue parents each week. So this will be something that you'll just have to create on your own, just a quick little blurb or an update that draw parents in to let them know either what's coming next week or what's coming for this Sunday, or you can do what happened last Sunday, just to keep them engaged. So you'll edit that just each week, and then copy and paste this content, and then this moments, we will only change the moments once a month. And for this month in February, we have a new family resource, and we've edited that, and I will help edit these at the beginning of the month so that you don't have to, that this is all kind of done for you. But parents can click on this and it'll take them to a fun family resource. And then milestones, this will be a thing that we are doing as a church to celebrate a big milestone that's coming up. And sometimes this will just be something that we recommend for parents to do at home, but sometimes this will be something that we're actually doing at church. And because we're doing child dedications in March, I've got the info for child dedication, and that way families, if they've had a new child or if they're new to the church and they've never had their child dedicated, this gives them some info. They can click right here to sign up, and that just celebrates one of the family milestones. And so that is really how you create the content, and none of this stuff will ever get edited. This will all stay the same. So a lot of it's copy and pasting. And the reason why I say this is the hardest is just because you have to open 2 Mailchimp templates and copy and paste. For the other emails that we send out, there's just a little curriculum page that I'll send you, and you can copy and paste that information in a very similar format. And it just seems to be a little bit easier to have like an email open and then copy and paste versus opening 2 Mailchimps that you're not super familiar with, and you can edit. And then you have the freedom, you can adjust these things, or if you think it's a really big deal, you read through the curriculum. And if you want to find the curriculum, just so that you know a little bit more of the content, if that helps you with engaging the families, you can do that on our app. You'll just go open our app, the LifePoint Ohio app, and you'll see resources. And when you click on resources, it'll be on the bottom. You can actually hit children resources, and then you'll see the curriculum, and you'll know exactly the lesson that all this is pointing to, if that helps you at all with doing a little bit of, like, intriguing parent creation for this first little box here. Or if you just want to know because you have family coming in town and you want to know what's going on in LifePoint Kids and Juniors. So what we're going to do is, that's pretty much it. I'm going to let you kind of adjust, and you can email me with any questions and get this first one underway. And once you feel like you've gotten it and it's looking good, and you can send, one of the nice things is once this is all done, save and close, and then we click here, continue. You're kind of done. You're going back from that editing process. We're going back to the campaign here. Then you can send a test email, and you can send that to yourself. You can send it to me. And one of the nice things about Mailchimp, which makes it so amazing, is that if a person opens this on a computer, of course, you've seen how it looks beautiful, but also it automatically adjusts it for your phone. And so you can click on this and send a test email. You can put in your email address, or if you want to send it to me, click here, send test, and then we'll get a copy of that. And you can say, hey, how does this look before I send it out? Great. So then what you can do is, and this is nice because if you have like a day where you just want to knock out a few of these, you'll have all the resources at the beginning of the month. You could knock out the whole month in one day. And then you can create this campaign, and then you can schedule it when to go out. You can send it right away by clicking here, or, which is fine if you want to do that, but you could also schedule it. A lot of times, a lot of our Mailchimps go out on Thursday, so parents are kind of looking for them, for the rest of the church, but it's completely up to you, whatever works in your schedule. But you click schedule, and then you can schedule a time in the future for this to go out to the families, or you can click here and it will send the most optimized time that for our church, if you want to do that, which is great too. And it will just send it out either later that day at the time where they've found that most people open emails and check them, which is kind of nice. So really, that's just a cool thing that you can do to schedule those Mailchimp emails. So that's our first one. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. And so that's kind of like a basic training. We'll go back here, kind of go back to the home page, and then again, just go through, you pick your different audiences. So in the future, like that was Parent Point for parents, Parent Point for juniors and littles. Our students do that, but in the future, we'll probably have you do collegiate, which goes out to 22 collegiate students. And then we'll probably have you work on this, which goes out to our school agers. Just so you can see what that looks like, you click on that. Has some details for who's opening it and who's clicking it, which is really nice. But then we want to go to our campaigns, and we would make sure that it does have the right audience there. And then so these are some emails that have gone out from our campus, so you kind of have to find, I'll edit this just so it's right here at the top, but typically you have to find the last one that went out. And because we've been so busy, we haven't sent one of these parent points out for Crew families in quite a while. So you can see how this is. There's the Delaware campus, and man, I'm gonna have to, oh, there it is, LifePoint Westerville, Parent Point. So you click that, opens it up, so you can see it, see what it looks like. But what we want to do is we want to actually, I just clicked back. We want to actually edit that. So when we found it, what I should have done was clicked right here and then click, when I found it, let me go through that again, sorry. We'll find the one, just so that you know how to do it in the future. Okay, so 32 people opened it, 2 people clicked on a link that was inside of it, and then what we want to do is click here, and we're going to replicate this. So I think we hopefully just did that. There we go. So it is replicating it, and that'll jump it to the top of the list, so you won't have to go searching for it, just so you can see that yourself. Now you can start editing it just like we did before. This is just for future reference, but now here it is. It's right at the top. New parent point for crew, number 3, and then I will send out another little training video of how to create that with the resources from the curriculum that I will send you as well in the future at the beginning of the month. All right, so if you have any questions, I'm going to put my email here at the bottom of the screen. Feel free to reach out to me. Love to help out. I appreciate you, Carol, just going through this and taking some time. I know that it's not super easy, but trust me, once you spend a little bit of time going through the edits, and you can kind of save things in folders. I'm not even the most familiar with it. I just know the basics, and so it becomes a great tool, and it looks amazing. So, all right, thank you so much.